what will happen pag hindi siya dumating? What will happen po pag hindi siya dumating, si Vice President?
Abangan ang susunod na kabanata sa ba. Pero hindi, sa totoo lang po, we will take this matter up shortly and you will soon be informed of its resolution po.
Thank you.
Pairing.
So, itong mga kabanat nagkaroon ng press conference, itong si Martin Romualdez at itong si Senate President Escudero. Kaugnay ito sa budget na balak ngayong gabi, ipapasa na nila dahil sa atas na yan ng Pangulong President Bongbong Marcos na urgent daw na kailangan ipasa kaagad yung budget. Sabi ni Martin Romualdez, kailangan daw before Christmas daw, kailangan daw may pasa na para maligaya daw. Iwan ko lang kung sinong maligaya. Maligaya daw yung taong bayan. Yung klaro niya naman, maligaya daw yung taong bayan. Hindi yung maligaya yung mga politiko, kundi maligaya daw yung taong bayan. So panoorin niyo ito mga kabanat.
Sa ngayon po, we are on our last day for plenary sessions at saka inaabangan natin ang OBP. So sa ngayon yata, hindi pa yata siya sumipot pero i-check up ko pagbalik ko sa Kongreso. Actually, dapat nandun ako ngayon pero nandito tayo. Pero iniintayin din natin yung representatives o si BP mismo.
Sir, what will happen pag hindi siya dumating? What will happen po pag hindi siya dumating, si Vice President?
Abangan ang susunod na kabanata sa ba. Pero hindi, sa totoo lang po, we will take this matter up shortly and you will soon be informed of its resolution po.
Thank you, sir.
Salamat.
So, ang gusto ko dito mga kabanat, dapat subukan ni Martin Romualdez na wag bigyan ng budget, no? Si VP Sara para malaman kung ano bang epekto nito. Kasi ano naman talagang gusto nila na bigyan ng maliit na budget. Hindi naman tayo kasi magtaka diyan na karamihan ng VP ay ginigipit sa panahon ni Leni Robredo, no? Si Robredo ay halos maliit lang naman yung budget na nakukuha noon. Hindi tayo magtaka diyan mga kabanat. Kasi once nga ang isang una kasi, ang pangit lang kasi kay Leni Robredo, D1 pa lang kasi ng kampanya si Robredo against talaga kay Presidenta Duterte. Ang nga lang, ang problema kasi dito mga kabanat kay Leni at saka President Inday Sara at President BBM ay magka-aliado sila at sabay pa sila at ka-teammate talaga sila nung eleksyon. Nga lang, hindi pa umabot sa kalagitnaan ng eleksyon ng kanilang termino ay parang nag-break kaagad sila, nagbakbakan kaagad. Yun ang pangit at ngayon ay parang nasira yung kanilang pagsasamahan mga kabanat. Kaya ngayon pati mga supporters ay nag-aaway-away mga kabanat.
Raquel Bayan, Radyo Pilipinas.
Sir, with the certification of the budget bill as urgent, ano pa po kaya ibang challenges na nakikita natin that can hinder yung on-time na passage ng budget bill?
Wala po na. Wala na pong challenge kaya this will allow us kasi we are all set and scheduled to pass this on second reading tonight, but the certification of urgency allows us to similarly pass it within short order today at third reading. So, handa-handa kami na ipasa itong gab natin for transmission to the Senate in short order. Pero mamayang gabi, tapos na to.
Sir, can we expect that before Christmas ma-approve na po ni Pangulo Marcos yung budget kung on-time naman po yung
Para masaya lahat daw.
Talaga, ang hangarin na po natin ay para merong maligayang Pasko. Hindi
Maligaya.
lang para sa Pangulo sa Administrasyon, pero sa taong bayan na meron tayong isang national budget for progress, prosperity, and development para sa buong sambayan Pilipinas.
Pia Gutierrez, ABS-CBN.
Hi, sir. Sir, speaking of the OVP's budget, can we get your comment or reaction on the VP's decision to repeatedly snub yung plenary debates, and will this lead to any delays in the passage of the budget?
Well, we'd like to very much see the Vice President, but she selected to absent herself, and she has sent us letters explaining why, but of course, we would most appreciate her presence.
Okay din naman, sagot ni Martin.
Ivan Mayrina, GMA7.
Sorry again about the Vice President. Like she said, she has repeatedly chosen to snub the hearings of the budget, and as a result, some members of the House are saying that if she doesn't want to fulfill her duties as Vice President, they can call for her just to give up the post or just resign. What are your thoughts on this, Speaker?
Well, lahat ng mga congressman may ideas,
Opinion.
meron silang opinion. But before tonight's end, we will come to a resolution, and that will be the act of the plenary. So instead of listening to individual opinions or comments, as you know, in Congress, we act in a consensus, as a consensus body, and as a collegiate body rather. And so we will deal with that as soon as you allow us to leave this press con, so we can return back to normal programming. But we are very, very delighted to have this opportunity. Maraming salamat sa pagbibigay nating ulat sa magandang unahin dyan sa LIDAC kanina po. Kasama natin ang mahal na Presidente, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.
LEDAC-related question. Of course, these are priority measures you discussed at the LEDAC meeting this morning. Ano ho kaya ang pwede nyo ma-share sa taong bayan kung ano sa mga priority measures na ito ang top of the list?
Yun, good.
Kumbaga, priority of priorities.
Well, obviously, the number one is still the national budget. That is the mother of all legislation, where all the initiatives, programs, and how the economy will be reinvigorated to make it move forward for
Dahil ng
everyone's
sagot.
benefit. Concomitant to that are other legislations that we have a whole gamut of them. I do not know where to begin Kasi may 64 dito, pero I find them almost equally important, but we passed just about all. So I don't know where to begin other than the fact that I can give you the 64 priority legislations. I will maybe defer to the Senate President because some of the senators like to say that they are more deliberate on this. Baka they have something more, they prioritize some of the legislation. But in our case, we have taken them as a whole. And as we've already reported, we have passed this way in advance of schedule, taking it as a whole bundle host. But kasi mas marami din tayo makaka-deliberate kasi mas marami, 300 kami. Kaya we can actually, kaya natin tutupan talaga, pero the Senate may appear to be more deliberate in its actions because they only have 24 senators to work on it. But we always defer, and actually in practice we usually when concur Senate versions on matters and in order of the priorities. So I think I'll defer for this moment to the President on what he determines or what he feels are top priorities.
The list of priority measures approved by LEDAC was actually an accumulus. So these are the priorities of both Congress and the Executive. And the Speaker is correct. We are
Working further of legislation, both at even a more dynamic institution. And
Both the Speaker and the Senate President here. Any final words, sir?
again, we welcome the leadership of Senate President Chis Escudero leading the Senate, making it even a more dynamic institution and one that has established more cohesion and coordination with the House. Thus, having an optimum output right now in terms of legislation, both at the national and local levels. So we look forward to working further with our colleagues in Congress at the Senate level under the leadership of Senator Chis Escudero.
Yan, mga kabanat, hanggang ko na lang dyan kasi yun ang huling message nila, yung ano na lang yun.
likewise, we thank the
Yung
Speaker
last
for his
message
hard
nila
work.
bago i-end itong live. So, reaction nyo dyan, mga kabanat, about sa sinabi ni... Ako, medyo... Hindi ko lang na, parang yung sa tanong ni Eben Marina, no? Yung GMA reporter. Ang ganda ng tanong pero hindi talaga nasagot, mga kabanat Hindi nasagot ni Speaker Romualdez na anong top priority. Kasi dapat masabi niya kung anong top talaga Wala hindi sabi niya lahat daw top, lahat daw priority. Pero sa lahat alam naman natin priority yan lahat, pero mayroon talaga yung important talaga. 'Di ba? Hindi talaga yan pare-pareho. Meron talagang medyo importante, meron talagang mas importante pa talaga.